Hey everyone, this is Cindy, and I just wanted to show you the final flip through of my journal that I made for the Just Junk Journal Challenge. If you've seen any of the other videos or pictures, you know that I made my journal out of a puzzle back. I had gone to Dollar Tree looking for a puzzle that had large pieces because I wanted to experiment with using these as tuck spots in journals. So I used the pieces, but I didn't need the back. So I was going to toss it until this challenge came around, and I thought, you know, that would make a great cover if I just cut it in half. So I cut it in half, used some fabric to reinforce the rough edges, and then punched the holes with my Crop-A-Dile, and it's growing and growing and growing. And one nice thing about this is I can get bigger rings to accommodate, you know, as it grows. So somewhere around here I've got some bigger rings, so it's ready for another set. Here's the shirt I used. We could use one item of clothing we were discarding, and I still have a lot of it left. But anyway, that's what's left of it. So I just used strips of it for decoration on my ring, and then I took a coffee stir that I don't drink coffee, so I was getting rid of it, and I thought, you know, I could cut it apart and make beads for it. And then I also cut some of it and made like the center for my flower here. I was going to make a yo-yo, then I realized I couldn't use a needle and thread because I wasn't using a binding kit. I was just using these rings. So I just used my fingers and the Fabri-Tac and kind of scrunched that fabric up and made a flower. This is made from a silk sunflower I was getting rid of. I'd taken apart a swag that was in my dining room for centuries, and said I can't use these silk flowers and you know, a junk journal, so I'm getting rid of them. But anyway, we did this challenge. I thought, oh, I could take them apart maybe and use them. So that's what I did. And then this made this big center just out of a scrap of Christmas paper. And these two charms here are just the tags that came with some sunglasses my husband has bought. So I covered it with some scrap red paper on one side and blue security envelope on the other, and it just kind of matched my cover. So that was some extra charms for my little tassel. Anyway, let's look at it real quick. Here's some more of the sunflowers, just a smaller one. And here I made a library pocket out of a business envelope. And this is from the calendar, that 2016 calendar I was getting rid of. So a lot of these pretty pages were from the calendar. And the rest of it's just scrap, you know, paper that came in the mail, or I was getting rid of for some reason. This is a bank envelope, you know, that they put your cash in when you go to the bank. So I just turned it upside down. So this side was blank, so I just decorated it with some pictures from junk mail. And I was fortunate that the catalog I picked was a travel guide from Texas, and it had a lot of really pretty pictures that I could use. And you'll see them throughout this. I made a couple of paper clips just out of another sunflower, and just kind of wrapped it around and glued it, and that was my decorative paper clip. And then this is just a cluster I made from just scraps on the table, and I was getting rid of the end of a roll of wallpaper border where the label was, so I was able to rescue a couple of strips, and I just backed it on a piece of that Texas vacation guide that was the index, but it had a real pretty blue page color, so I used that. And this is just some packaging that I used security envelope on and copy paper on the other. I had quite a bit of copy paper to use because I've been having trouble with my printer and was doing test strips. You can see the test here. Ended up actually buying another printer, so I have plenty of copy paper. This was the envelope, just regular business envelope that I cut at a diagonal, and when you do that, you get two halves. So you'll see the other half later on. Just more junk mail, made it a little booklet out of it. And this is fabric ruffle I sewed, tag made out of some junk mail. And this little double tuck here is just a corner from an envelope that came in the mail. It's a picture from that vacation guide. And this is just a little pocket I found when I was cleaning out a closet with all the, you know, we bought a new cell phone, so that was with it. This is from the calendar. And this ruffle was just part of the shirt that was already gathered. And I just cut a piece of it, stuck it there, and my tabs are from the shirt. This is another piece of wallpaper I was getting rid of because it was at the end, and you know how it wasn't cut straight and had a label on it, so I was able to rescue parts of it. It's from the vacation guide. This is just some mail, a junk mail that came in the mail, and it had the fold already, and I just covered it with scraps of white paper, so it's ready for journaling. Here's another one. It's a calendar. This is just another envelope. You're gonna see a lot of envelopes in here. I used them a lot. I used them for tuck spots and pockets, and then I used the insides to cover things. So just junk mail pictures, and backed with copy paper, parts of the calendar. There's another one that was junk mail thing, so I just covered with different papers. This was a part of a box. Another one of those paper clips. Fabric ruffle. Here's another envelope I made into a little pocket, and part of a calendar. And these tags, I have several different Reader's Digest books that I just ripped out some of the pictures out of them that aren't something I'm going to use, and I decided, you know, I could flip the page over and use the words on one, and then on the other one it's got the color picture. I can cut in strips and weave them together and get these woven tags. So they're just made out of 2 pages, Reader's Digest, woven together and then backed onto some copy paper. There's another one. This is a tag made out of 2 pieces of packaging and part of that calendar. And see, here's another one of those envelopes I slit in half. There's the red one again, and another one of these woven tags from the catalog. Just junk mail. Here's another one of those junk mail things. You can see what it looked like originally because I hadn't covered that with white paper yet. This was part of some junk mail, and I thought, oh, it's a perfect shape for a tuck spot. Junk mail again. Fabric ruffle. Part of that wallpaper I was able to rescue, and just a picture from the travel guide. And this is just a little booklet made out of security envelope. It's that yellow, other side of the yellow envelope. Another picture, great picture from the vacation guide, and another woven tag. A library pocket. This apple sticker I found when I was cleaning out that closet. Found the all the apple stuff that, you know, come with your phone that you don't need anymore. Wallpaper tuck. Picture from the catalog, and see, they actually go together. A lot of sunset pictures in there. And this is a piece of packaging, clear, that I just thought, I almost wonder how it would do as a pocket. And that way you can see the picture behind, and you can see the picture that's in the pocket, and it worked pretty good. This is just some packaging covered with a business envelope and just a picture from some junk mail, a picture from the travel guide, calendar. On this envelope, I just took a strip of this plaid packaging stuff that came, you know, with this ad in the mail, and decorated the pocket, and then it kind of matches this tag. Just a picture there for decoration, and I think that's about it. Here's another belly band made out of that strip of wallpaper I was able to rescue, backed onto some paper. And this is just a little booklet made out of a manila envelope and a picture. So anyway, that is my journal, and thanks for watching. Bye.